Okay, guys, I'm back with you again. We want to look at one of the 12 powerful words today, infer. As you all may know already, that it means to read between the lines. But a lot of people say, what does that mean? That doesn't tell me a whole lot. So we're going to study this in more detail and try to see if we can figure out this word infer. And let's look at visual clues. A lot of times when we're inferring, we have to use clues. We have to become a detective. And we have to find clues. And we have to take those clues and put them together with what we already know, which is called our BK, our background knowledge, or our schema. Schema is a word that you're going to hear me use quite often. So let's learn it. If you are looking at visual clues, you take those visual clues, you study them, you take what you learn from studying them, you put it with your background knowledge or your schema, and you come up with an inference or guess as to what is happening or what has gone on. Okay, as we look here, what clues do you see? Take a moment to write some of them down. We will talk about them in class tomorrow. What do we know about this product? We will discuss these things in class tomorrow, or you will use these things in class tomorrow. What do we know about the company? And what do we know about the person who drank the drink? Okay, and I'm not going to give you the correct inference. I'm going to forward through this fairly quickly, and we are going to use this in class on tomorrow. Let's look at this picture and let's try to do the same thing. What do we know about this picture? What clues do you see? What can we infer from the clues? Same thing here. Clues plus background knowledge or schema is going to give you an inference. Here are your questions. What do we know about the event in the photo? What is the mood of the event? What other activities may be occurring at the same time or later? We will discuss or we will use this information in class on tomorrow. Time for a checkup, guys. Let's see what we've learned. Boy, am I glad I listened to the radio this afternoon. Joe's sweater came in handy at the game. Let's talk about what are inferences. They're often referred to as what you read between the lines. It's found between your ears. The meaning is really found between your ears, meaning it's inside your head, it's in your brain. Inferences are what the author implies or suggests without just coming out and saying it. Inferences are never stated directly in the text. That's an important thing to remember. Inferences are never stated directly in the text. The author wants you, the reader, to make the jump to the same conclusion the author has made. He's giving you the clues and he wants you to figure it out. When the author implies something, that means that we as readers have to infer it. Author implies, readers infer from the implications. Now, let's talk about some things that are similar to inferences. A prediction is when you read to a certain point and stop and think what will come next. So, in a sense, a prediction is a type of inference because you have to infer in order to make a prediction. You have to use clues to help you figure out what's going to happen next. That would be inferring. An inference is when you read to a certain point and stop and think, what did the author mean based on what you have just read? You use your text clues plus your background knowledge or schema, and you're going to end up with an inference or some type. Here's a question, inferential quiz question. What idea could you infer from the text? So some possible right answers would be an inference based on text clues and background knowledge, meaning that you're pulling your information from what you read. The wrong answer would be a guess that seems reasonable, but there is no evidence in the text that supports it. You must have text-based evidence. And also, a wrong answer could be something that's not even a guess. It could be just information that you recopied from the text. And remember, inferences are never stated directly in the text. I want you guys to ignore this. We will use some of this in class tomorrow, so you can go ahead and get a sneak peek, but ignore it for right now. I will see you all next time.